Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Friday. And this is our first Living Strong weekly episode 1. And hey, to make it easy for every member to move forward, I am going to do this weekly Living Strong weekly. So this is episode 1. So what you have on the screen is what we're going to be working on. I'm going to go through a whole bunch of things very quickly. My goal is to get through this as quick as possible. And I want to make sure that you guys understand the work that's being done here for our community. And my number one thing with this community is to create a space where we could come here and know it's safe, and that we can be genuine, transparent, and at the same time be responsible and just care for each other, to listen to each other, to hear what we're saying, to show that we value each other and we appreciate each other. And this is a community that I love to be in, and I want to feel valued. I want to feel appreciated. I want to know that I'm being heard, and that there are people that care for me and they're listening. So this is what this community is all about. And Project Strong, my company, is working towards that. So anyway, every week I'm going to show you guys what we're doing. And I want to make sure that we design the work that I do, the platforms that I do, so that it benefits everyone. And the experience for all our members are going to be great experiences. And so the one thing I want to make sure is that every new member can quickly get started in our membership. So what I want to do is I want to go through some of the things that we're going to do, the experience and how it works. And those of you that are already in my community, whether you're in the Project Strong community or our brand new performing arts community, you guys are here for a reason. You're here because you got here for some reason. Somebody, maybe I or my wife Renee, or you found out about the link, and you came here for that as an invitation, or you saw it on Facebook, which is huge right now. So what I want to talk about is this experience, okay, and what I'm doing to make sure I get people in the world, people that are following me, that are on Facebook, which is where I spend a lot of my time, or out in the community, want to connect with me. This is how you find out. Usually it's through Facebook. And so Facebook, what I noticed is that there's Facebook ads going out, and they have my logo. So first, there's this logo here, and I just updated it to that one there to make it a little bit more, so people could understand what's out there, that I have this community here. So the thumbnail is the most important thing. So when you go to my Facebook page here, I have that thumbnail, and so people will see that and say, oh, I want to find out more about it, and then end up coming to my community. And once they are interested, they click a link, and that link will take them to this, what we call the About page. And this is what it looks like when someone gets there. When they see or hear about me on Facebook, or they see a link and they click that link, it comes here. And this is where they start. And I'm changing this. I'm updating it all the time. You'll see that I'll be doing this every week. I'll be, doing what I can to make sure I help everyone understand what's here. Renee's my wife. She's been extremely helpful with this. She I ask her, check this out, and I just send her the link. She clicks it, and then she'll understand some, but then she'll have some questions on others. So that tells me I need to clarify it and make it a little bit clearer. And so that's what I'm doing. So when you come here, you'll know exactly what I want you to know about this community, so you can come on in. All right, and then they'll start this. It's free, 7 days free. So once they click that, they'll go to the community page. And I want people to know right away what we're about, what we stand for, what our community is doing. And I want everyone to be invited to come in on the free, what I'm calling the 7-day experience. Okay, and then you'll get to that community wall. Once you click that and you come on in. Well, let me show you what it looks like first. Okay, so you'll come. Let me come back to our About page, and this is what people will see. Let me show you that when you click that, which is what you went through. Many people, or you just click the link. Some of you got a direct access right away. So when somebody clicks this, it's going to. Let me open this up in how do you say the. Let me go to open this in, let's see, not there. I have to open this incognito. I want to open this incognito. So let me copy the link. I want to go to incognito so you guys can see what it looks like when somebody comes there, because right now I'm in as administrator. So when you come here, this is what they see. When they click that, this is what they see right away. Fill out in the information, fill all that in, and that's it. If you're already part of a school group or community, all you have to do is log in with that. But other than that, you just put this information in and you're in. Once you do that, you're going to get to this page here, right here. So let me show this. This is perfect, just like this. You'll get here, okay? And then you have a couple of things you can fill in. You can watch a 60-minute video. You can do all that blah, blah stuff. And then very easy. Click here. And I want to make this extremely easy for everyone when they come on in. So, and I just updated this about 10 minutes ago. I saw that it was complicated. I had you guys going to a classroom, and it's almost like a teachable kind of thing. I didn't want that. I said, hey, let me make it simpler. And so I have an assistant that helps me with this. And I just said, hey, I want to make it easier and simpler, and then we worked this out, okay? And where if you want to start, you just click this, and it goes to what I call the Living Strong Coach, which is me, that I created, that you guys can ask a question about, and 24/7 you can ask that, or you can text me right away. So I added that like 5 minutes ago. So this is what that looks like. And when you're on your smartphone, you click that link and you could text me directly on my phone. And I just did that 10 minutes ago, so that when you're on your phone, you click that, you right away you have the ability to send me a text, and I make that available to pretty much everyone that I connect with, texting. And I like the texting, not so much the emails. So you can go there. All right. So that's what I want to make sure you guys knew about that. That's what's updated. Let me see. So I went through this, the new member experience. Yeah. Make sure I go that, did that. Yep. And my executive assistant does all this for me. And I tell them I want it nice and easy so I can follow. This way I don't get off track. Okay, and at Project Strong, it's very easy, simple. You go to the wall, and it's very simple. New members start here. That's that one post. So as soon as you get here, you go right there. New members, you start right here. First step in. Maybe you know what? I'll change that. Right over here. Watch, new members start here. That's your first step. And I'll take this out. Start day one. Boom. Start day one. I'll leave it like that. Just like that. All right, guys. So then it's even easier. New members start here. So new members will start right there. And I like my little GIF right there. Okay. And then if you have any questions, if you're ongoing, you come back here, it tells you exactly what to do. All right. And so that's the Project Strong. And my goal is to create a momentum, create an experience so that you can get what I call your first gain. In other words, that gain is what you did that moved you forward, that empowered you for the day, whether it's a lesson that you learned or a move or an action that you took that empowered you. That was just a powerful step forward. And just let you know that I'm available anytime, 24/7. And so that's available because I have two things that you can do when you come here. First, you'll go to what I created was a GPT. And I don't want to get technical on that because it's not necessary. But when you click that, the first thing you'll do, it'll take you to this environment that I created on ChatGPT. Now you could do it on the free version. And when you come here, what I did is I took all my books that I wrote, all my curriculums, all my blogs that I wrote, anything that I wrote, all my podcasts, and I spent the last 2 years putting them into what I call a knowledge base. And then I trained ChatGPT, what they call GPTs, that it has access to all that, and I designed it so it speaks in my voice. So when you click this button here, Start My Project Strong, it will give you what your first question is, and then you will, let me click that right there. It'll go through, it'll prompt you to ask your first question. And I spent the last 6 months building this out. And then you just follow this. And what this is basically, it's like you stepping into my brain, my knowledge. It's freaky, but I love it. It's amazing. And so you access that, and that's what you'll do here. Or if you want to contact me directly, you'll go there on your smartphone. It clicks that. It takes you to this page. Again, you have to be on your smartphone, because if I click this on my desktop, which is what I'm on, it'll do some funky things depending on what your software is and see what it's doing here. And, so I'll dismiss that. Goes to conversations. This gets creased. I don't do any of that. So on your smartphone is the best. Okay. And so I just want to make sure that you're able to access me all the time. Of course, when you're here, you can do comments right below, add a comment there, or you could message me. Anyway, easy to contact me. So I want to make sure that you knew that. Community, it's all about us caring for each other, encouraging each other, and making sure that we connect in a meaningful way. And so the community, when you go to the community, you'll go through here, there's posts. And the best thing and I want to encourage everyone to do this, is that you'll go through this and then you'll read it, and find something that's interesting, you like it, and you comment, and you simply say, I like this. And then maybe you'll give a reason why. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and so, and then you just comment, and then you share, and that lets us know, or whoever's on here know, that there was something about this that was meaningful for you. So this is what this community, I hope, is going to really empower us to connect and have conversations and share our gains. Again, a gain for me is something that you've learned, something that you've improved, something that happened, an action that you took that really was meaningful for you, that made a difference. And then you'll celebrate those successes, your progress, and how you're moving forward. And this is really about relationships and transformation. And it's one thing I learned. It's not about transactions. I'm not coming here and connecting with people because I want to sell them something or convince them of something to create somewhat of a transaction. Now, of course, if you have things that are coming up, if you're selling stuff, share about that. Please do share about that. If you have a business, a service, you have a sale, share about that. Hey, I got a sale doing this, or I'm doing an event here, or I'm doing a show here, or I have a new product. Like if you're a creator and you created something, you say, hey, I created something here. I'd like you guys to see it, and I'm selling it. Do that. Please do that. And share about that. And of course, we will ask that. Now, if you cross the line where you just are selling, you'll hear from me. I'll say, hey, this place is not just for selling. It's about building relationships. It's about relationships over the transactions. So that's important, and really the most important thing is that we're creating value about from the relationships and helping each other move forward. We all want to grow. We all want to be empowered, and we want to make a difference in our own lives and in the lives of the people that are in our world. Okay, and so I just want to make sure that you understand this is what the community is about. And the lessons that I've learned is that I really want to make sure that I'm letting people know about the community, and it's with the first point of contact, what we would say first point of contact. And that would be, let's say, on my Facebook page. When you go to my Facebook page, it's about, connecting with me. And this is why I'm here. I'm here to connect with people and to let them know what I'm doing, what I'm about. Oh, Renee put that up. Very cool. That was actually when we did the T-Mobile. and I share a couple of things there. Michael Denby, one of our friends. And so anyway, we come here. I just want to make connections with people. And so the community is about that. And what I've learned when people first hear about me, when we first see about what I'm doing, and let's see what's on my community wall. And let me refresh this here. And because the school platform is doing a lot of advertising and paying millions of dollars to talk about the communities here. And I don't see it here because I saw it earlier today. And that's what this is here. When you come here, that's what this is. This is school. And school actually is paying a lot of money to let people know about our communities. So when people find out about that, and what I learned is that I have to make sure I make it clear. And that's why I'm changing the thumbnail, the image that people see. And right over here, what they see on my page, and also what they see, on the advertising. I want them to know it's something that I want them to see, and that it matters. And hopefully they say, "Oh my gosh, I want to be part of that." And this is what I've learned. This is the analytics that they make available for us on school. And I noticed here that when I changed something, I got more attention, and which is what I want. I want people to know that I'm here, that we're here, that you're here if you're sharing. And I learned that I have to make sure I make that clear, and these analytics help me with it. I just share that with you because my goal is to make this community make it so that it makes an impact in our lives, my life and your life. And so with that being said, you looking at it, and Renee's been helpful with this. You come in it, if something you don't understand, you don't get, please ask, let me know. And that's going to help me build this community. And it's not just going to be me, it's going to be us working together. And what I'll also do is I'll do spotlighting people on here. Like over here on my page, I spotlight Michael Denby here. He's a performing artist, and I spotlighted him as an artist that's helping us with the artist development. So I want to spotlight people, and we do have a way for us to spotlight you guys, and they call it a leaderboard. But I want to make sure that it's not about seeing who's the leader in it. And it's not a competition. It's not a game. And some people like the game, the competition, but I don't want it to be that way. I want it to be more about celebrating people who are going out of their way to help other people feel seen, heard, valued, and appreciated. And so this particular, what they call the leaderboard on school, lets us know, okay, who is taking actions in the community that show that they're paying attention to people and helping people feel seen, heard, valued, and appreciated. So when we go to the leaderboard, okay, and you'll see that Renee, the last 7 days has been just really, my wife, she engages people, she makes meaningful contact, and she'll like people's comments, she'll comment on people's posts, she'll like people's posts and comment on those posts. And then you'll see over the last 30 days that Amanda did it, Alexandra, my daughter, and Cheryl, who's a business owner of Hidden Potential down on Creek Road and on Rancocas Woods. And so I did a spotlight on her. So she came in. So people are making meaningful connections that it's not about competition. It's just really simply about connecting in a way that helps others feel seen, heard, valued, and appreciated. And I like that. So when you do come to the board here, you are looking through this, and if somebody says something that you're saying, "Oh my gosh, I really love that," like it, and then comment. Let them know, "I really like what you posted here. Thank you so much for posting." And that really makes a difference for someone. And so we want to do that, and the community is about that. And I want to spotlight those of you. And Renee's just doing an amazing job. And Renee's a people person. She's got the energy, and she loves community. She loves connecting with people. She loves sharing and hearing and celebrating with you. And you really definitely want to reach out to Renee and see what she's doing and the work that she's doing, making a powerful impact, helping people feel heard, seen, valued, and appreciated, which is going to be something you're going to hear all the time on this. And really, the thing I want us to think about is that if you want to succeed and experience joy and happiness in your life, help someone else feel successful and succeed simply by letting them know you hear them, see them, you appreciate them, and you value them. And by doing that, you're going to have them feel great and feel valued. And then by doing that, you're going to feel value in that. So you're going to experience this joy and success every day. And that's a gain. That's something powerful. So do that. And so now what's next as we wrap this up? I want to wrap this up this week's is I'm working on really getting those thumbnails, these different thumbnails. As you can see, I made a new one today. That new one I put up. And which was, let me go ahead and pop that in for you guys right now. Insert that image there. This is how I do it real time. Right over here. That's the new one right. Here we go. That's the new one right there. The new one is right there. And I just updated it, and I wanted to have it so that that when people see this online, they're going to see that it's Living Strong, that pops really strong, and you get 7 days free, what I call the free experience. And so that's been updated. So I'll pop that right over that one. All right. So I'm doing that every day. So that's what's next. You'll see that happening. There'll be things changing on this, and I'll continue to look at improving the members' experience. And that's where I need your help in. Let me know how this would help the experience for you. And I definitely want to expand the artist development aspect of it. That's a new community that Renee and I are working together on, and we're going to work on that. If you have communities that you want to partner up with, let me know. I'm partnering up in our community literally. So after I finish here, I'll be heading out into the community and connecting with the small businesses out there and whomever I meet. Okay. And so I want to inspire you guys this week. Okay. Is to, encourage each other, encourage another member, go to the community wall and just add a post and share again, comment on someone's post, like the post, and welcome a new member if you see someone there, and just celebrate a gain, something that you've learned, something that you've found success in, and leave a thoughtful comment. And the key thing right over here is to, if each of us helps one person move forward this week, we all become stronger. And there's a saying that I say all the time that a rising tide lifts all boats. So we have to have it on our hearts and have this framework in our mind that when you're successful, we're all successful. And I know I struggled with this for many, many years. I thought that when somebody else is successful, that means that they've taken away from me, that it was a loss. Somebody else's win is my loss. Like in a tournament, like a competition, you go on a race and there could only be one winner on that race. And so they win. So when they win, everyone else loses. This is not what I want this to be about. And this is not what life is about. Life is about that when someone wins, we all win. It's something that I had to work hard on in my life for myself. So this is one thing I want this community to be about. And every day we are going to celebrate each other's success. I want to inspire you guys to do that. And so keep living strong every day. It's a choice to live strong in that moment. And I want to thank you guys for coming here. If you are watching this maybe on YouTube or on Facebook and you're not part of the Living Strong community, come on in and try it out. 7 days free. Jump into the Project Strong and connect. And I want to help you over the next 7 days to just really embrace this idea of living strong and what that means and what it means for you. And I'll help you with that, because it's a powerful thing when we say, okay, today I will live strong, and that's my choice. And you start seeing how you're living strong. You're making choices to live strong mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And it's an everyday endeavor. It's a choice to make every day. And so the next 7 days, come on in for free. If you want to stay beyond the 7 days, amazing. If not, you leave, fantastic. You've given me the opportunity to show you what living strong is. Okay, so come on in and then introduce yourself, share your first game, and then come back next Friday and check it out. And this is going to be available on YouTube, on Facebook. I'll be sharing this, and also, of course, on our Living Strong page. And remember, every day matters. Every choice you make matters. And every gain, every success, everything you've learned, all that matters. And so let's keep building. Let's keep growing. Let's keep empowering each other. And let's keep living strong. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.